In 2015, when the board set out to find the next president of LMU, we weren't just looking for someone to take us to the next level. We wanted someone who would put us on the map, elevate LMU's reputation, getting us off the bluff. We knew we weren't getting the recognition that LMU deserved. And to make that happen, we required a visionary leader, a disruptor.
Timothy Law Snyder was named the 16th president in LMU school history.
This university must banish the notion and phrase, best kept secret on the hill.
Tim stood out for his dynamic and clear vision for LMU's future, a new era. We wanted to raise the value of an LMU degree. His enthusiasm and love for LMU resonated with the board's priorities and aligned perfectly with our community's values. He made LMU believe in itself, and occasionally he raised a few eyebrows in the process.
Joining LMU under Tim's presidency was electrifying. I remember when I was interviewing for the position of provost, doing my research, I watched his inauguration speech. I knew I needed to be here at LMU. At that moment, a special moment with a special leader at an exceptional university where everything was possible.
When I first got here, I was immediately impressed with his deep commitment to students and his eagerness to learn from them. He truly is a champion for Gen Z, or as he calls them, the solidarity generation.
Beautiful day to help our students navigate the finals. How? Donuts, in part coffee, and in part love. Katie? Hi, Bailey. How are you? Iggy, the donuts are for the students.
He believes in us students as leaders, and for me, that's made a lasting and meaningful impact.
Tim didn't just lead, he lit the fuse with vision, creativity, and guts. LMU had long been a powerhouse hiding in plain sight, and he shattered the best-kept secret label, taking us from hidden gem to headlines. Because of Tim, we're on the map. He didn't just make sure the world would see us, he guaranteed they couldn't ignore us.
I was inspired to join the Board of Trustees because I believed that Tim had the vision to help LMU reach its potential, and I felt it was important to support his efforts as both an alum and a parent. Tim's creativity and ability to excite those around him towards his vision also inspired me to become a member of the campaign committee to help LMU achieve its goals for the future.
Craziest idea Tim ever had?
Craziest idea Tim has ever had is him personally stepping in and having a moment to talk with the refs during live play of a basketball game.
Tim's worst idea? The retractable roof gym, the zip line from Sacred Heart Chapel to Playa Vista. Oh, and then there was that $1 million keyboard fix idea.
I am here to help you with what I know you have, and that is a stuck key on your MacBook, MacBook Pro, MacBook Air. Shot. Uno, dos, tres. Fixed. Done.
It was COVID, and it was my first year here, and Tim came up with this genius idea that he was going to distract the opponents as they shot free throws. And he did an incredible job with that, by the way. But to the point, we would oftentimes win those home games, and the opposing coach would either text or call me and say, hey, who was that crazy guy screaming and yelling in the game? And I would say, hey, that's our president.
Hello, Lions. I am indebted to each of you for your patience and sacrifices as we navigate and adapt to the swiftly changing circumstances related to COVID-19.
Tim's leadership was crucial during challenging times, helping shape a focused and forward-thinking strategic plan during a global pandemic.
How we deal with this situation will prepare us for how we deal with future challenges that we will encounter in our lives.
Tim knows that LMU flourishes when we bring students to campus with diverse life experiences and the most creative minds. We have seen year-over-year increases and record-breaking enrollments during his presidency. Traditional students, international students, and transfer students through the 53 pathway agreements we've developed with community colleges.
We've all heard Tim say that diversity is the font of creativity.
The fact is, diversity is the font of human creativity.
That's because he's truly committed to this value, that it's intrinsic to our mission. And during the pandemic and racial reckoning, he showed up, he listened, and he made this work a priority for all of us, not just one office. He supported our systemic analysis approach, which no one else was doing, and kept steady through it all.
Tim champions faculty creativity and innovation with real-world impact.
His yes and spirit is empowering, and it really encourages us to do the same for our faculty and for our students.
Every time I talk with Tim, I feel energized and I want to do more. His passion for LMU is contagious.
Tim is a risk taker. He doesn't see obstacles, but possibilities. He sees potential in people, programs, and projects, and has moved us beyond the realm of our dreams. With a global perspective and vision, Tim has brought an innovative and energetic approach to seizing opportunities that have come our way.
So my relation with Tim is a little bit unconventional. Our conversations have always gone to unexpected places. We were actually at a dog park the first time that I asked him if he wanted to do the music for an augmented reality project. And then came Anima Mundi, which is something really unique. I think that our brains are in the same frequency, kind of frequency. We both laugh a lot.
What surprised me most about Tim is that he is so playful. He's amazingly brilliant and outrageously creative with a unique sense of humor, which I appreciate, though must admit, don't always get.
With the many puns that we've endured over the years, I truly wouldn't know how to choose a favorite.
What is your favorite TLS pun?
Uno pimento. And I hate to break it to you, Tim, but a pimento is a type of Spanish pepper, not a unit of time.
Favorite TLS pun? Wow, there's just so many to choose from. How can you even keep up?
There is no word he won't try to pun off of. He's like a batter who will make contact with anything you throw at him and who will swing at every pitch, no matter how far outside the strike zone it is. At a certain point, I had to learn just to know when to tip my hat and call it a day.
That's Division I athletics. We're also R2. So we're D1 R2, not R2 D2. Donuts if you're taking finals. If not finals, do not donut. Well, now that I've earned my Ph.D. in tweetology, I think I'm going to try my hand in Snapchat. Iggy, could you please come over here for a moment? What's the meaning of life in a nutshell?
That's a good one. How long you got?
We got to find a nutshell first. Let us unify our hearts and minds in this prayer for Loyola Marymount University.
Tim has been a great friend and collaborator with the Jesuits here on campus. Our advancement and visibility for the university has brought with it attention to our Catholic mission and our distinctive Jesuit and Marymount traditions.
In any leader, especially of a Catholic university, you hope they have a heart for mission. Tim has embraced the charisms of LMU's 3 sponsoring congregations and is attentive to our shared legacy.
Even amidst the cultural and societal shifts that LMU has witnessed in recent years, Tim has continued to prioritize LMU's core values, always assuring the university community that these tenets are the source of our strength and spirit.
He made LMU LA's university and so much more.
Timothy Law Snyder.
Welcome to Loyola Marymount University. How you feeling tonight? You ready to go?
I am grateful and proud to say that Tim has built on my legacy, infusing it with his passion and vision for a brighter LMU, a brighter Los Angeles, and indeed a brighter world.
Today is a glorious day!
President Snyder didn't just make LMU a place to learn, but also to grow as individuals and thrive as leaders who are prepared to contribute meaningfully to our global community.